Vault principle number 2, low pressure interactions. When talking to children, we often find ourselves asking them questions or giving them directions. For example, we might say dog, what's this? Or sort the shapes. Questions and directives may put pressure on a child. In Vault, there is no pressure on children to talk or follow directions unless absolutely necessary. With less pressure to respond, a child has more brain power to learn words. Please remember this guideline is specific to Vault sessions. Outside of Vault sessions, families may use different communication styles. You may be wondering, how is my child going to learn to say new words if they don't have to practice saying them? When your child isn't being asked questions, they can focus more on your words. This is especially true when you are talking about what they are doing or paying attention to. When pressure stays low, frustration stays low too, making it easier to keep doing Vault. Here are ways to create low-pressure interactions with your child. The first technique is narration, describing what your child is doing or what's happening, like a sports broadcaster. Here's what narration might sound like using apple as an example. You're washing that little apple. Nice job drying that apple. Your apple is clean now. Oh no, the apple rolled away. Although it may feel unnatural at first, narration is one of the best ways to give your child strong language input. Narration takes pressure off the child so they can focus on your words. Learning how to narrate takes practice. One technique is to try rephrasing questions into statements. Here's an example. Instead of saying, "Where is the dog going?" say, "I wonder where the dog is going." Use phrases like, "I wonder," or "Let's see," to talk about what's happening without asking questions. Another way to lower pressure is to answer your own questions instead of expecting your child to respond. Here's an example. If you say, "What should the car do?" answer your own question by saying, "The car can flip." Lastly, if you give your child a direction, you can use cooperative language like, "Let's do this," and model what you want them to do. Here's an example. Instead of saying, "Make the airplane fly," say, "Let's make the airplane fly." Then move the airplane yourself. You could also rephrase the directive by using the phrase, "We can," to reduce pressure. For example, saying, "We can make the airplane fly," gives good language input without making your child do anything. To recap, when doing Vault, it's important to lower the pressure on your child. We do this by narrating what's happening, answering our own questions, and following our own directions. Next, you will learn the third Vault principle, grammatical utterances.